Is the animated style worth picking up a figure with this much reuse? Find out in this week's review of Marvel Legends X-Men 97 Storm. A claustrophobic mutant goddess. The African-born Ororo Munroe's mutation developed early, using her abilities to manipulate the weather to help her village.
Enter the colder weather.
The storm's moving away.
Articulation, bruh. A ball and hinge at the neck gives you some left to right. Hair looks a little funny when you're hinging down, but it does get out of the way when you're hinging all the way up. And there's a little bit of wiggle room for some tilt. Very little to no crunch forward. Does crunch back pretty well with a bit of a gap. Does tilt left to right and rotates. The shoulder pad's a separate piece to the arms, so you can get a full rotation without it being impeded. We have a single jointed elbow that only gets you to 90 degrees. Shoulders ball and hinge straight out. There's also a rotation at the elbow, at the hand, and they hinge up and down. Legs kick up. They kick out a good amount. Upper thigh swivel. There's a deep pinless double jointed knee. There's no boot swivel. Feet hinge down, hinge up, and rocks like my long lost CD case. Question of the week. In the storyline that takes place in the future, which X-Men the Animated Series character is Storm romantically involved with? Is it A, Forge, B, Cable, C, Wolverine, or D, Bishop? Accessories! Does this purse go with my bra, brah? Storm comes with a set of fisted hands and gesturing hands that we've seen with countless female Marvel Legends throughout the years. The cape/squirrel suit is unusable without a built-in wire. It never lays naturally, making this the only time I would have preferred a plastic cape. Thankfully, it is removable.
No capes.
Answer of the week. Earlier I asked, in a storyline that takes place in the future, which X-Men the Animated Series character is Storm romantically involved with? Answer, C, Wolverine.
She's exhausted. Mission accomplished, buddy.
Okay. Let's go home.
Go sit yourself. This storm must be a brewin'. This storm must be a brewin' all day. First up, and the closest we've gotten to a civilian attire, here's Marvel Legends Punk Storm. And my favorite Storm figure to date, in her OG attire, here's Storm. Isn't it embarrassing when you wear the same outfit to the party? Here's Storm. And from the same wave, your non-apologetic Canadian, Wolverine. A villain that clearly does not have an iron deficiency. Here's Magneto, and the classy, but sassy, Southern Belle, Rogue. When she was mind-controlled, he was her savior. Here's the Professor, known as Xavier. Not a machine, not a man. Here's the alien, known as Krang. Not named Seuss, but he is a doctor. Made of plastic, here's Mr. Fantastic.
Think unsexy thoughts. Think unsexy thoughts.
At this point, I have so many Storms in my collection, half of them are just laying in a bin somewhere having a panic attack.
I'm in a glass case of emotion!
The stability is much better than previous releases. I forgot how gummy those older Storm legs were. I appreciate two different sets of hands. I really do. I'd much rather that than a clear effect piece, but why are those the only options in a line with mostly reuse? Make sure to like and subscribe, ding, to stay up to date with your bra. And remember, collect responsibly. Or not, do whatever the fuck you want, I'm not your keeper.